Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a webinar on design that makes sense. Let's dive in and discover why designs matter. Now, I would like to welcome all the attendees of this session. Now it's time to introduce the speaker of the day. Firman is a professional fashion designer with more than 14 years of experience. He runs brand of Indian Wear. Teaching design is a passion that comes second. Therefore, he associated with the lovely professional university, INFT, Delhi, FTDI, Noida, and Kolkata. In the field of gamification, she is having more than 12 international publications and also won the Best Smart Education Award from Ministry of Urban Affairs. Now,
Professor Simrat ma'am is not audible right now, isn't it?
Yeah, should I take over?
Yeah.
over to you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, Simrat. It is a very humbling introduction, and welcome to all people. Today, we are having a session on something that's very interesting, uh, which is design that makes sense and why. I'm sure everyone of us has realized that there are certain things that just makes us go think this is so simple and but it's so effective. That effectiveness is something that is very, very important these days for brands like Minisu. The moment you walk into a brand like Minisu, you are like, oh, this is so cute, this is nice. There is another very upcoming brand which is DIY, which is also available in a lot of metro cities, and every time you walk on that store, you land up picking up things that probably you don't need. Design aspirant, you and a designer like me are going to aim at doing things like that. So let's move on to the next slide. So design is not just what it looks like and feel. Design is how it works. Okay. So this is very, very important quote said by Steve Jobs. I hope I'm audible. Um,
Yes, sir, you're audible. Absolutely.
Because there was some connection issue. I saw it on my screen. So never mind. Design is just what it is not just what it looks like and feel like. It is about how it works. So this is a very, very interesting quote by Steve Jobs. And when you look at your screen, so these are very, very commercial design. Packaging is very important. These days, brands are investing a lot amount on packaging. If you must have seen Shark Tank, so they always appreciate or they kind of grill a person whose packaging is not well, because packaging is something that is very interesting, that attracts any consumer towards that product. So these are very, very easygoing packaging ideas, but very, very effective. So you can look at packaging as very good source of inspiration when you design something. As a design aspirant, obviously, it's not just about the products, how you market them, how you package them. So it is about that, because it creates the entire mood of that particular product. The emotional side of design may be more critical to a product success than practical element. So there's something that is which is contradicting what Steve Jobs said. Now, what has happened these days? The moment you connect to a particular product, it creates a bond between the user and that product itself. So it is very interesting that you should have an emotional side towards your design. Everyone these days on social media, everyone who is a marketer has started saying that you need to have a storytelling skills in your brand. Your brand should tell a story. It should be able to connect the consumer and the product. That is where the emotion side of design comes in, and it contributes a lot to the product success. Then it's practical element. As I said, that you might land up picking a product from DIY and Miniso that probably you might not even use. You just bought it because you liked it, and there was this emotional connect to that product. So everything around has been designed in some way or the other, and all design ultimately produce emotion. The moment you look at a product, it should ideally, as a designer, it's my job that the moment I get into a dress, the moment I carry a bag, the moment I buy a packaging element, it should emotionally connect to me. It should produce some emotion. I'm sure there are times when you open the wardrobe and you look at your dresses and go, okay, I don't feel too well today. Let me pick up a bright color. It just enlightens you up. So this is very important. And whenever you are designing anything, whether it's a logo, whether it's a packaging, whether it's a garment, whether it's any product or accessories, lifestyle accessories, it or a website for that matter, or an app for that matter, it should invoke an emotion. Either the client will feel happy, sad, emotions should be invoked. That is very, very important. The moment you have that emotion happening with a product, you can consider that design to be a decently successful product. Um, we whenever whatever things happen around us, it always gives some sense of emotion. I give a very, very small example on this. There are times when you're sitting in a restaurant, you're having food with your friends and family, and then suddenly you pick up this pickle, and the moment you taste that pickle, it reminds you of your grandmother or nani or dadi or whosoever that it reminds you, it recalls that person. So it is very important that whenever you are designing something, it should have an emotional value towards it. Um, it can be dislike, it can be elation, it can be joy, it can be frustration. So obviously, you don't want a negative emotion coming into people's mind when they're using your product. It is always positive. They want to connect to it. We feel it, it is personal. The moment you have that feeling coming in, it becomes personal. There are chances that your product will be liked by a lot of people if that emotional connect is there. So you will get a lot of examples in such product category. Every time you walk into a store, I'm sure you will be able to relate to what I've just said. So emotions are extremely important, and they make sense somehow, because we as human beings are emotional people. We like to connect. We call rejoy all those emotions that we have played in the past, and we want to relive them in the current present present scenario. So you look at these products; they're very simple, to the point product. These are just chairs, but the moment you look at them, that you have the connection wherein you want to sit on this chair, you want to read your favorite book, and still it's close to you. Sometimes it happens that you might not like to read another book. There's another book that's lying there. So these are simple, very, very simple design, but they make connect. They are very emotional. It just gives you a sense of coziness to it. So you look at another very, very interior product design examples that you have on your screen. You have this beautiful little cat, just reminds you of something. It has recall value towards it. So it's very important, as I said again, every time you design a product, every time you think about a product, it should have that emotion. We in design field we call that mood. That you should be able to generate a particular mood. As you guys are a design aspirant, and you are looking to be a designer, whether product, interior, fashion, anything, or a communication design, you should be able to generate a specific mood. Um I'm sure whenever you're working if you're in coaching center or in school, you always land up creating those mood board. Those mood board are basically collection of images that kind of produces a simple emotions when you look at them, and that as a designer, it's our duty to recreate them into a product. That product, as I said, can be anything. It can be a website, it can be a logo, it can be chair, it can be a toothbrush for that matter, or a toothbrush holder, or a soap dispenser. So everything that you do should have a particular emotions towards it. So how does it affect? How emotional design affects the experience of a consumer? Emotional design, as I said, the moment you are looking at a design, it has certain recall value. It has certain recall value of emotions, memories that you have created in the past, and the memories that you wish to create in the future. So emotional designs affect the experience. So how does it work? It works in three particular stages. The first is the moment you look at a product, it should be able to connect to you. It should create a connection. That connection should ideally be obviously positive. The moment it has a negative impact on a consumer, the moment it has negative repercussions on the consumer, please understand that you really need to think about the connection that you wish to build. So as far as connection is concerned, there are a lot of examples around you that the moment you look at those products, it creates a connection. the very very good examples, Apple products. I'm sure you, it is one of the most recalled logo in the world, and the reason we remember iPhone is basically it creates a connection of due to sleek design, intuitive interface. It's easy to use. It is somewhere a status symbol. Uh, so therefore, it creates a deep connect, the more deep emotional product. There are a lot of ad campaigns that Apple produces. The moment you look at those campaigns, you can easily differentiate between an Oppo or a Samsung or anything or an Apple, because Apple, from the logo design to the product that they are creating to marketing that they're doing, and it's very sleek, very intuitive, very very to the point. So this is how Apple is able to connect to the consumer, and I think it has done wonderful job. The moment you look at Apple, you realize that it's reliable, that is intuitive, and that is sleek. So another step towards emotional design is the usability and satisfaction. It's very important that whenever you're designing an emotional design, it should have a usability. It should create a certain level of satisfaction among the consumers. And one of the most brilliant examples for this is Google searching. The moment you look at Google, the moment you open and type Google, as interface open, and which is extremely clean. All you see is a dialog box, which is extremely simple. All you need to is type, and then you get your information. So usability and satisfaction is again very very different. The moment you open a Yahoo search engine and the moment you open a Google search engine, there is a huge difference in the visibility of information. Yahoo might have a lot of ad that keeps on popping on the left and right, but when you open Google, it is extremely clean. It is extremely connect. You in India, I'm sure you must have seen that whenever a particular event is coming, let's for example, Holi is coming, so they have the entire Google logo design designed in Holi form. Okay, so this is how they actually connect the consumer, which is Indian in this context. So it is very important that your usability, your satisfaction, and as I said, connection is established while you're doing it. So when you look at Google search engine, it is simple, it is clean, the interface is coupled with fast, relevant results. You get what you want and creates a positive user interface. At the end of the day, what you need to do as a consumer is have positivity in your life. And when a brand is able to cater to that particular need of yours, you are successful as a designer, as a marketer, as a consumer. You feel satisfied. Hope this makes sense. Another very very important aspect of emotional design is memorability. How you make your product memorable, how a consumer want to remember you as memorability. So another very very good example is Coca-Cola. When you look at the packaging of Coca-Cola, um, you will remember that packaging in comparison to the other bottles that are available in the market, which here in context is neutral one. So the moment you look at the packaging, the moment you look at the bottle, it invokes a positive response. What is the marketing strategy that these people are using? That they connect while you're having a pizza or a lunch or whatever. So you have a bottle of Coca-Cola and it connects to the entire group of people. So this is how Coca-Cola wanted to be memorized. And therefore, the design, when you look at the bottle of it, is very, very classic now. It started in 1999, and how it evolved in 1957, it has not changed ever since. So it is invoking positive emotions. It's recall. The moment you look at a bottle of a Coca-Cola, you will recall it, and probably you will have memories associated. Maybe a lunch that you had with your best friend or a girlfriend or a boyfriend in Pizza Hut or in Domino's. So it is very important that you have that memorability factor associated with your product. The moment you look at Tarun Talyani, the moment you look at Sabyasachi, it should remind people, consumer like me and you, about Sabyasachi, about Tarun Talyani or John Galliano. So it is very important you have three aspects, whether you design anything, as I said before, whether you are in the field of fashion, designing clothes, whether you are in the field of product development, whether you are in the field of accessory design or footwear or logo design or internet or the website design, whatever you are, you need to keep these three aspects very, very close to yourself. Probably write it on on a sheet of paper, keep it in front of you. What you need to do, I'll recall, you want to create a connection. You should be able to connect to consumer, however you want to do that. You should have the usability and you should have your product should give a satisfaction to the consumer. So these two important create a connection. Then you have a usability and satisfaction, and the third is memorability. You want to be remembered. You want, if your design, if someone is wearing it, using it, probably is into the process of using it, you want it to be remembered. So these are three very important aspects of emotional design. So whenever you do any project later on in your life, whether you're working with a coaching center, whether you are probably getting to NIFT, come to LPU or any other design college, fashion college, would like to have your product an emotional aspect to it. I've created certain checklist where how you want to do that. So now I have delivered, what you need to do and how you need to do is this. So you basically want to design a concept. Okay, this concept can be as simple as this. When you look at these pictures, these are extremely simple, very simplified product, and the designing and the packaging is so brilliantly done. The moment you look at the chair, it reminds you of a egg yolk or a breakfast that you had that morning or day after that. And it reminds you of a connection that you build up with your community. So another very good example is another, it's a brush, it's a paint brush, but look at the packaging, look at how it is beautifully designed. It does the job. Yes, it will be remembered. Probably you will end up picking it up if it falls into your budget from the store, and probably might not ever use it because you just pick this product because you just like it. And it has memorability. It also does the job, by the way. You can easily paint with this, but you might not like to use it. But it also have a memorability. It will haunt you. I mean, you will remember this product no matter what. Another very good example is this, what you see on your right side of the screen, which is a holder, a vanity holder, where you have a nail cutter, your sharpener, and it reminds you of a wallet. The moment you open it, it reminds you of a nice clean wallet where you have all your cards stacked up. So these are very good, clean examples. Very basic product. That reminds you, that satisfy your need, that also has a reliability factor. So whenever you are working on a project, please have the concept prepared. It should not be over complicated, because there are times, I have seen it in my professional life and personal life, that we like simpler things now. We like to simplify our thoughts. We like to simplify our product. Why? Because we have overcomplicated our lives ourselves. Why Google search engine is popular? Because it's simple. It does the job. It's clean. It really caters to the need that it is meant for. So please have a concept. Simplify that concept as clearly as possible. And then you start asking questions. It's very important that you have your problem identified. You gather information from wherever, however, for a product range. For example, you have to design a chair. I was doing this jury at NIF Delhi, and there's this girl who was designing a wheelchair for people with special needs, and uh, she sat on the chair for almost a week and didn't get up, and was documenting the process. And then she identified the problem. What are the problems that are there with the wheelchair for special needs? And then she gathered the information, and then she created a beautiful looking wheelchair, unlikely what a steel, probably a regular steel chair is available in the market. And she got funding for that product, and she's doing pretty well now. So whenever you have a concept, please ask questions, gather information, ask questions like how, what, how, when, where, and who. So why you want to make that product, how you want to make product, when do you want to use it, where do you want to sell it, and who is going to be your end consumer. So have these questions answered. The moment you have these questions answered, you will realize majority of issues are solved. So design can be extremely complicated, but people, as I said, consumer these days want to simplify their life. They want to have simplified concept, want to have product that works well for them, does the job, caters to the emotional need, and is easily handleable. The next step that you can do to create a memorable product is brainstorming. Once you have your product identified, that okay, I want to make a chair, I want to make a cushion, or probably a building, or as big as a satellite. So do brainstorming that involves a lot of ideas that keep them coming to your mind. Um, uh, do not delay it too much. Make it as simple as possible. You might start with a complicated design, and then you narrow it down to a much more simplified version of it. it also allows you and the people that you're working with a wide variety of solutions. In a short amount of time, it's very important that as a design student, as aspirant, one should be able to discuss your ideas. And there's a beautiful quote by, if I'm not wrong, Einstein. They said that a good teacher is someone who simplifies a very, very difficult problem in the most simplified way to a toddler. So it is very important that whenever you have a complicated thought, or whenever you have a complicated idea, simplify it, make it teach that, or make it understand to someone who is not related to your field. For example, I tell a lot of students of mine, in case if you have a concept which is very, very fresh, try and simplify it, try and make it understand to people who are not related to fashion. Probably you can pick up someone from computer science and engineering. You try and explain that concept. If you're able to convince that person, if you are able to make that person understand what is that concept, you have done this job right. Then you can work with marketing gurus where they can tell you the marketing strategies to develop and market your product. So there are a lot of videos that are very, very popular these days that we call eventually gets a lot of awards for their advertisement. So now what you see here, a lot of probably a lot of advertisement, people are using emotions to sell their product. I'm sure you must have seen this. And if you not, please start identifying those brands which are using that, which are using those emotional aspect of a product design and trying to market it. Um, so now what you do with this information, you start collecting visual cues, search images, videos related to the topic, probably not even related to the topic, start writing your ideas and start creating. As you see on your screen, extremely simple. It's just a mug, and how you see how it differentiates in colors, how it is beautifully packaged. The moment you will have such packaging, the more interesting your visual language becomes, the more interesting your brand becomes, the more recall value your brand has. And it's very important that you aim at such quality, good-looking product. As I said this before, these are very, very basic product, but they are memorable. You cannot forget this product. The moment you will walk into a store with this product lined up, you will land up saying, "Oh, this is that cute. This is cute." And if it falls in your budget, you probably land up buying them. So another very, very good, clean example of great product designing is this: how beautifully these badminton bat, table tennis bat, where you see the eye popping as a ball, and how beautifully it is. It does the job. It is memorable. It is quite quirky. People will like it eventually, and it's good quality. You look at another very, very interesting board. Space storage design. Um, uh, in the last, while I'm telling you how you can do that, it is very important that you read about people. You look at artists, not just about your field. Look at artists who are not just in fashion or product design. Look at artists that are available across the design domain. Look at the leaders. Look at the entrepreneurs. They often share their experiences in interviews. Read them, hear them out. It is very important as an evolved individual that you should be able to you should be able to convert those thoughts of other people into good product design. You can also use this information, try and combine the methods and find alternative ways to achieve your goal. So this is how we do interesting, memorable designs. And they just make sense. Why? Because they're emotional. Why are they emotional? Because you have put those effort into creating those emotions. So this is all about the topic. And as you know that I'm from LPU, and we run a fashion school where we try and give you a lot of experiences in terms of as a student. When you walk into that, you will be seeing two very, very good infrastructure buildings that we have, block 1 and block 2. Very, very good associations that we have, a lot of memberships that we have in at LPU. We have membership of FDCI, which is Fashion Design Council of India, Skill India, WTSN, Institute of Interior Design, Indian Couture, Design Council. There are a lot of variety of collaborations that we have with these, am I not visible?
No, sir.
I'm so sorry. They suddenly camera stopped working. So never mind, let me just wrap this up. So we
Yeah.
have a lot of association. We do a lot of fashion shows across this year. Also, we have 3 fashion shows lined up. Hopefully, Delhi Times, Chandigarh Times, and probably you will see us at London Fashion Week or Paris Fashion Week, and a lot of association along with that. We are we have a lot of programs that cater to the need as per your uh, aspiration about your careers, that we have courses that are from 10th standard, 12th standard. We have BSc, we have dual degree program where you can do your diploma as well as degree here. We also have B design, which is a very, very popular design course that we have at the school. Then you have a 2+2 program also where you do 2-year program with us at LPU, and then probably you can join an international university where we have collaborations with a very, very, very interesting program. So we have, if you're a graduate, you can join us at MSc Fashion and or M Design Fashion. We also offer a doctorate program, which is PhD. And yeah, more or less, thank you so much. I hope I was able to contribute a bit to your design understanding, and you were able to probably generate some ideas how to do projects as a student, as professional, and I'll be happy to answer your questions if you have any.
So it was wonderful watching you talking on the designs that make sense and why design matters. Now, I would request Dr. Kavisha Duggal to be on screen, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Simrit. Thank you so much, Firoz sir. So I think the students have got the deep insight about what is fashion, right? What are the programs that are there? Let me take you to the exotic journey of lovely professional university, and definitely I'll be discussing about the fee, scholarship, and how I can save your money, right? So when I'm talking about lovely professional university, I definitely need to take you to the exotic journey of accreditations and approvals. When I talk about lovely professional university, we have received highest NAC grade, that is A++. I really
Uh,
feel proud. Yes.
Firoz sir, can you just stop sharing your screen so that ma'am can share her screen?
Okay, I actually shared, maybe because sir is there, so it could not be
Yes.
shared. I'll do it again. No issues.
Is it fine now?
Yes, yes, sir. Ma'am, now you can share your screen.
Yeah.
And I would like to request everyone, those who all are attendees this webinar. So if you have any questions, any doubts, please feel free to ask. And you can just write down in the chat box and I will try to address them.
Is my screen shared?
Yes, ma'am.
The PPT is visible now?
Yes, ma'am. I hope it is visible to everyone. Yes, ma'am. Now it is visible.
Thank you. So let me take you to the exotic journey of lovely professional university. And before I show you the few images, I'll be talking about the accreditations and approval. Lovely Professional University has received the highest NAC grade. It is a very, very prestigious grade that we have got A++ with 3.68 score on 4-point scale. Talking about the various approvals and accreditations, we have all the approvals and accreditations. If I talk about all the programs are UGC under the University Grant Commission, that is UGC approved program. And for the other necessary program, we had all the approvals. Even sir has discussed about the Fashion Design Council of India. We are even approved by FDCI. That is very important. And whatever are the necessary memberships that are required to run a particular program, we always make sure that we have all the necessary memberships before starting a particular program. Now, talking about the rankings. World Universities with Real Impact has ranked LPU second. It's really a very, very prestigious and honorable ranking that we have received. Then talking about the Atal ranking of institution on innovation and achievement has ranked LPU third on their innovations. I'm talking about the research oriented. Research is important in each and every aspect. Maybe you're a graduate, you're an undergraduate program. We definitely take care of the research part and make you visible on the Google Scholar. Talking not just we focus on the academics, we focus on the holistic approach of our students. For us, how important are academics? We equally focus on the sports and cultural activities as well. If I talk about Lovely Professional University created the history, 12 out of 13 students won the Olympic medal. It's 1 gold, 1 silver, 2 bronze. They have not only made us proud, they have made the whole India proud, and they are part of our university. Talking about the more laurels that they have got to the university, we have even got the first runners-up Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad Makkah Sports Trophy. It is an unbelievable achievement that our students have done it. They have made us sure that yes, if we provide them with all the facilities, they will bring laurels to the university. Of course, there the another feather that was added to the university was during the 19th Asian Games. We all know all the gold medals that have been received by these champions when they have got into the country. Talking about another achievement of the Neeraj Chopra, who doesn't know about him? He got the best throw of 89.0 m in the Olympic Tokyo 2020 gold medalist and LPU student. Then, of course, we'll be talking about the academics part. The university has conducted 106th Indian Science Congress, and it was a matter of pride that it was inaugurated by none other than by the Honorable PM of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji. Now you can really imagine what is the heights of Lovely Professional University, how we believe in everything from studies, taking to the sports. We try to excel in every aspect. Who doesn't know about this? The Dalai Lama. And then we have the ex-president of India, Pranab Mukherjee, with us. We have the Shri Arun Jaitley ji in the campus to start with their startup school. We believe that we have all the bigger amenities in the university for us, for you guys, I'll say. Then we have the Gohar Gopal Das ji enlightening the students how to have the balanced life. Not only we are focusing on your education, but we do care about your mental health. For the fun element, we have the film stars. You name a film star, and we have it in the campus. Who doesn't know about them? Shah Rukh Khan, Deepika Padukone, MS Dhoni, Sonam Kapoor. You take a name, and we had it in our campus for your fun. We do believe that cultural activities are also play a very important role in upbringing of our students. And we have this exotic view of Lovely Professional University. It's an open theater. And let me tell you, this is the most Instagrammable place that I have found, that students take million pictures and post on Instagram. And this is one of the favorite place of all the students. And we have the auditorium with the capacity of 2,500 students, where you'll be conducting watching your all cultural activities, seminars, webinars that will be conducted from your department side. We have the fully equipped labs. We have the library that is available till 12 midnight. Then, of course, this huge building. Let me take you to the inside of this building. All your daily requirements will be there. It's the heart of university. We call it as a uni mall. All your basic amenities will be available inside the campus. It is it is a kind of a mini town itself. We call it as a mini town of Lovely Professional University, which has everything inside the campus. Maybe it is a gym, talking about your favorite amenities, bowling. Of course, your health is our priority. We will be definitely taking care of your health. We have 25 beds, and we have experienced doctors to take care of your health. And of course, environment friendly. We have the solar panels for the generating the electricity. And look at this exotic view of Lovely Professional University, shining and brightening in the lush green environment. We believe that greenery is the major aspect of our university. Look at this view. Lovely Professional University, shining and sparkling in the light of moon and stars. And sports, very important. And you can see the facilities that we have. We have the badminton court, we have the largest shooting range, we have the basketball court. You name the facility and we have it. And talking about the Olympic size all-weather swimming pool is inside the campus. Yes, you heard it really right. It is the all-weather that even in the extreme cold, you are able to practice your swimming. And that is the reason our students have got laurels in the Olympics. We are providing them with the trained and experienced coaches and all the indoor facilities, outdoor facilities to excel you wherever you want to. Now, let me take you to the another part. Let's go live, right? I'll be talking about the various courses that you have, and then we'll be discussing about a very important aspect, that is the study grant. If I talk about the various courses in the design program, if I'm talking about for the graduate, the design program. It is for the BSc design. It's a 3-year program. Then we have a professional course, that is a B design, that is a 4-year program. And then we have the B design 2+2. It's a very important program. Like suppose you want to go to abroad, right? And you can spend 2 years here and 2 years in the abroad, but you will be getting the degree of abroad only, right? And we have the international department who takes care of and help you how you can further proceed in this, right? Now, how you can look here, you need to go to the admissions first. Okay, you need to go to LPU. I can do it again for you so that you'll get it. LPU.in. This is our website. You will log in into it, LPU.in, right? I'm taking you to right pathway, how you can actually come to this particular C and see what is the fee, scholarship, and that will be easier. If it is possible, you can log in with me right now and we can actually explore the various options that are there for you. See, we got to the admissions. We need to go to the regular programs. If you go to the regular program, there'll be various disciplines that will be visible to you right now. Okay, guys, when you go to the various disciplines, there'll be engineering, there'll be, mass communication, there'll be for the medical science, physiotherapy, various options will be there. If you're going for the design program, you can go for the fashion design. When you'll be clicking on the fashion design program, these options will be visible to you. Now, talking about, in the meanwhile, it is taking some time to load. Maybe there could be some internet connectivity issue that we can say. But I've already showed you the undergraduate 3 programs, right? So talking about the B design, if I talk about the eligibility of this particular program, I'm expecting 50% aggregate marks in 10+2 with English. Of course, English is mandatory. You should have studied English or equivalent. And to get the admission in this particular program, you need to qualify LPU Nest or CUT or UCD exam, right? Any of these. But I always suggest my students to always go for the LPU Nest exam, that is Lovely Professional University National Eligibility and Scholarship Test, because this can actually help the students to get the better scholarship. Right, so this is the eligibility part. If I talk about the fee structure of this particular program, it is 1,20,000. But my dear students, fees completely depends upon you. How much fees you want. Now you must be wondering how it is dependent upon you. Yes, it's completely dependent upon you. If you get the good marks, if you're able to get the good score, we offer you the scholarship. And this scholarship is not only for a particular semester on 1 year. We promise the scholarship throughout your academic tenure. If it is for 3 years or it is a 4-year program, we will offer you the scholarship for complete 4 years. Right. If I'm talking about a particular program, like I'm talking about the B design, the fee is 1,20,000. I'm offering the maximum scholarship is 30%. Okay. For this, there are further categories that either you can have 95% marks in your aggregate in class 12th, or you can have your UC rank 1 to 1,000, or you can have your NIFT rank 1 to 3,000, NIFT BF Tech rank 1 to 200. You can get the 30% of LPU scholarship, and your fee will be only 84,000. Similarly, or you can get the LPU Nest score category 1. That is why I told you this LPU Nest is very important. So you should definitely fill for this. And similarly, we have the category 2 where we offer 25% scholarship based upon your LPU Nest cutoff, or it could be your class 12th marks, 90 to 94%, and the various rankings that we have mentioned here. And the fee will be only 90,000. We do have another category. We offer 20% scholarship in category 3 cutoff, right? Or 80 to 89.9% in your class 12th. And in class 12th, we normally take best of 5 subjects, including compulsory English, right? So this is about your fee and scholarship, and very important are the important dates. If you're ready to apply, you can contact us helpline number, and you can share your number right now. I can forward it to the admission team and they'll connect with you. And see, the last booking is already approaching. So you need to fill the LPU Nest form till 25th of March, and you get the result, and online counseling will start from 15th of April. So it's very important, my dear students, to look into this right away, right? So if I'll talk about, we do have a very important thing that to share with you for this particular program, study grant. We offer study grant of 1 lakh rupees to the students who get into the LPU Nest of undergraduate design 1 to 100. Now, who gets the study grant? All the students? No, the students who have performed really well in the LPU Nest and are in top 100 into this particular LPU Nest, and they have taken the admission in the NAFT or IIT, IDC, DOD or National Institute of Design. They are studying B design or BF Tech. These programs, they will get 1 lakh rupees. right? So if you're preparing for these for these tests, so you should definitely apply for the LPUNES program and get into the category of study grant. Now I'll tell you one thing very important also. I've already shared with you. If you want to go for the webinar recording and you want to see in any upcoming webinars, you can go to the admission part, and here it is LPU Ed Fair webinar. If there's any webinar that is coming up, you can check the webinars from here, the upcoming schedule, or you can actually have the recording also for the webinar in this particular platform. The link I have shared with you, it is lpu.in/webinar. So you can always find all the things here. And over to you, ma'am. If there's any questions, we'll definitely take them. Simrit ma'am, any questions?
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your guidance on admissions. Now, I want to request Firoz Khan to be on screen so that I can see on the screen we have so many questions from the students. So our first question is from Sonali. What are the things a designer has to know to run his brand?
It's a very elaborate question, because you cannot run a brand when you are a student. I always recommend that you should initially work with people. You should make mistake at someone else's cost. So if you're working with someone, so you learn a lot of different things. You learn a lot of types of work that you can do for your brand, and then identify what you want to do with your design career. Until unless I would recommend, if you're a fashion design student, you get enrolled in a college, start preparing yourself accordingly. If you want to run a brand, start sitting with people, start interacting with your faculties. As for example, at LPU, we promote a lot of entrepreneurial skills. We give you subjects, we teach you subjects so that you develop that mindset of developing a brand and running a business. So a lot goes into developing a brand, and I'm sure once you get enrolled in design journey career, you will be able to find your own, navigate your own path, and will be able to generate something really nice.
So as I can see, another question from Akash. What skills I should work on to have a better future in this field?
Skills. It is very important how you communicate. Communication is extremely important. It's not a one-to-one communication or verbal communication. It's how you communicate visually also. It's very interesting that we as people, as consumers, we are not reading a lot. We are communicating through visuals. We are understanding visual a lot better. So it is very important that you work on your communication skills, visual, verbal, and whatever kind of type of information that you want to give to your consumer. So that is non-negotiable. So you need to work on your communication skills, work on your skill set that is required. For example, if you're a fashion designer, learn how to do pattern making, learn how to do construction, meet different people from different areas, incorporate interiors into fashion, incorporate architecture in fashion. So it's a very global field. So you cannot be just learning fashion and think that you've done the job. No, you have to collaborate with people. You can look at international designers who are collaborating with, for example, very popular fashion designer called Iris Van Harpen. She is collaborating with computer science people, and creating beautiful, stunning visuals. So it is very important that you develop those skills, what is required for that particular field. For example, if you are into UX UI, so obviously you need those computer skills. So depending on the skills on the field you are, try and achieve as much as possible in terms of the requirement.
So as I can see, one more question. What advantages will I get if I do 4-year program B design?
What advantage? Okay. I don't see any disadvantage in that, because apparently you will have to do a course. You should do complete your education. It's not as an individual. I feel that if you enter a college, it's not just about you. It's about the kind of connects that you have with people around you. As a university, it is very important. I feel as we are not just a design college that is running in isolation. We are a university. We have people from across all the education field, which is computer science. You have from physiotherapy, you have from all the that that you can think of probably. It is a very, very good chance to collaborate. It's very important that you collaborate. You meet people from computer science and involve technology into your work. Meet people from physiotherapy and see how you can create garments, products for people with special needs. So it is very important that you do that. 4 years is since I'm a NIF Delhi graduate, I feel 4 years is also less because once you jump into the industry, so you kind of miss your college life. But advantages are this: when you work with LPU, when you are enrolled with LPU, this is the advantage. You are able to go have interdisciplinary approaches towards your design. You go into one another block, you have someone else, some another design input coming from somewhere else. So it is very important, and it's very interesting also.
So as I can see one more question, it's for Kavisha ma'am. Do we have residential services at our university?
Definitely. And we have a very well maintained hostel facility with us. It is for the boys and girls, of course, the separate hostel for the boys and separate hostel for the girls. And of course, the security is the major concern here. And we take the complete care of that for the girls and for the boys as well. And we have the turnstile gates exit, and we have the passes to enter into the hostels. And of course, if we talk about the mess cuisines, we have different mess cuisines. We have North Indian, we have South Indian, we have a la carte system as well. So if you have any concerns, if you want to know the exact which one hostels are available and what is the 4-seater, 5-seater, 3-seater, it is with AC, without AC, you can contact us on a helpline number and we can help you with that.
So I think everyone have got their answers. If you still have any questions, you can ask, as we have our experts with us today. So experts, your year of research, your depth of understanding the topic, and your ability to present this topic in such an interesting way produced one of the most wonderful morning for all the attendees. On behalf of all the attendees of this webinar, I would like to thank you for your insightful presentation. Hopefully, the attendees found this webinar to be valuable and will be able to utilize the information provided in this webinar to help to take a better decision regarding your admission. I'm obliged and once again thankful to Mr. Firoz Khan and Dr. Kavisha Duggal for strengthening this platform. Sign off for the day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.